Madden have done it once again. It's been 10 straight years of below average or absolutely horrid football games, like this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I kind of does like this one actually. This one's pretty good in my opinion. But after watching the Madden 24 trailers and beta gameplay, I have to say, I'm officially sad once again. Because I know that this game is just another rehash of the last Maddens we just had, with just small improvements that are just enough to satisfy the fans. But in reality, they were features that were already in previous editions of the games on the PS2 versions. They're just bringing them back and slapping the new car sticker on it. And I'm a huge fan of football and Madden, so it goes hand in hand. Back when GameStop was the pinnacle of everything game related, they had midnight releases for popular AAA franchise games. If you didn't know what that was, it was basically going to GameStop at midnight and picking up the game. And for Madden, they held tournaments at about 9 p.m. and basically you would play all the people that were picking up the game at the midnight release, and then you would basically get a free $50 gift card to GameStop. And then I at the time got this cool little big ass tutorial Madden booklet that I've never used, but it was nice to get it as a gift. And before I was actually old enough to stay up till midnight and pick up the game, my grandfather actually picked up 2 Madden games for me, Madden 10 and Madden 11, and he had those games ready for me the next day. It was honestly like Christmas morning for me. So the Madden franchise has a special place in my heart, filled with nostalgia and love. Anyway, let's get into the core reason of why I'm actually sad with this game in general. Reason number 1, the commentators are the same people from like the last 3 Maddens, with a bunch of the same annoying and reiterated lines that we've heard before. Everyone who has played the latest Madden will tell you that the commentary needs to be changed. We're just sick of hearing the same voices. And most people, including myself, just turn the commentary off at this point. It adds no nuances to the game, and I've gotten very close to sending some really nasty DMs to Charles Davis and Brandon Goddard, but I'm a nice guy, so I really don't want to do that. Reason number 2, their shady marketing tactics. If you didn't know, EA said this was a make or break it year for Madden this year, and we all know that it's pretty much just bogus. Another thing is their trailers look and sound very identical to one another. Let me show you. In the Madden 24 gameplay trailer, they significantly talk about post-play emotion, but if we go back to Madden 21, they have a way of kind of rehearsing it. Once again, check this out.
Play is stopped. Who doesn't love a good celebration to rub a great play into your opponent's face? We've opened up plenty of new opportunities for user-controlled celebration and reactions throughout every game, giving you total...
Am I wrong for saying this, but it's just a paraphrased version that they made 3 years later. Whichever way you want to look at it, I really think it's just really lazy marketing. And another concept thing they talk about is these brand new animations that really give this authentic feel to the game. And EA really loves the word authentic.
Here's even more authentic and
But yet, I'm still waiting for more authentic gameplay than what we got in Madden 20, Madden 21, 22, 23, 24, because they're basically at this point the same game. If I'm being honest, if they updated the rosters and gave Madden 08 next-gen graphics, I think it would be the best Madden we've ever had. And then at the end of the trailer, we get the same crappy pre-order bundle thing where we get a bunch of Madden MUT stuff and you get the game a couple days early, which leads me to reason number 3, MUT, aka money undertaking transactions. Probably doesn't make any sense, but I kind of like the sound of it. For the last 3 Maddens, the pre-order bonus has been the exact same thing. Get the game a couple days early and receive all these crappy MUT bonus things. And they just give you enough to get you hooked onto the MUT game mode, where they either force you to spend all your time on it or make you spend a bunch of money to make sure your team is equipped to match everyone else's stacked roster. And since MUT has been in the game, EA has neglected pretty much every other game mode, and it hasn't changed. If we look at the Madden 24 franchise gameplay trailer, it tells me all I need to know. So the first thing I noticed is they brought back training camp and mini games. That's great and all, but this was in Madden years ago on the PS2 consoles. They also got more franchise relocation and uniforms to choose from in franchise mode. And that's kind of crazy because I used to be able to create my own uniform, stadium, and team and play with that. So tell me, where's the new additions here? Now, I totally won't shit on the game entirely because there are a couple things I actually do like that are new additions that we haven't seen before. One being the expanded draft generators, which basically means that we can get multi-talented position group players, aka like a Taysom Hill kind of guy, a quarterback and a tight end, or we get some just really unique prospects like a 6'9" wide receiver, or we get some really unique hidden 99 overall stats, like this guy have a 99 hit power, which is kind of unique and something we haven't seen before in other Madden, so that is nice. You can also dictate if your draft is going to be loaded with studs or duds and which prospects and positions it will come at. So if you want a quarterback loaded draft class, you can actually change that in your franchise options menu. Or if you want a running back loaded draft class, a defensive end, it doesn't matter. Or if you just want a whole stack draft class, which would be fun, you can do that as well. I also like that you can select the trade difficulty for the AIs because I'm really tired of people coming into my online Madden leagues and doing over 200 trades just to get the best team possible. And yes, it is a real story and this actually happened in my league. But we really didn't see much about how the presentation will change or the home screen. And you may think I've gotten a little bit off track, but this goes right back to MUT because this is what they do every year. It's a great tactic. They just give you enough to satisfy you so you won't complain and overlook the bigger problems that they actually have. Because even with all this new addition to franchise, it's still not enough to make franchise great again because their top priority is still MUT because obviously it generates the most money. And here's my final and fourth reason: presentation and overall appearance. What separates Maddens from each other at this point is the overall presentation and appearance. And the biggest thing that changes from year to year is the scoreboard, which obviously it did change. And if I showed you Madden 24, Madden 23, Madden 22, and I hid the scoreboards, I really don't think you would notice the difference because the games kind of mirror each other in that aspect. Now what they could do is obviously make the halftime show more enjoyable, get rid of those commentators like I said before, give the extra point show from Madden 10 and other Maddens because I love that in franchise mode, more unique cutaways or B-roll in the middle of games. Let's see some fans getting tickets from the vendors or some fans getting some glizzies from the stands. Like I said before, the presentation and aesthetic of the games really haven't changed much, and that's what really separates the games from each other. Anyway, those are my big concerns with the game, and obviously there's still a lot more I am still not fond of, but I will probably still be buying the game anyway. Sadly, I know I tried the boycott. It actually didn't buy Madden 22. I only got Madden 20 on a red box and then I broke it. You can see, I'll clip the video in a second. So I've been doing pretty good about my Madden expenses, so you can't even say shit. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and let me know what are your favorite things about Madden or some things they could change or just your overall experience with the franchise. I told you some of my stories. Let me hear some of yours.